Hey guys, if you are looking for an easy way to store your tools, I highly recommend you check out this power tool organizer right here. This is super easy to use, super easy to set up, and also is a great way to have your tools out, but they look nice and you actually know where they all are at all times. So let's see how you're going to put this together. I started off by marking off where my shelf will go, and then go ahead and placing a few pilot holes in here just because I have some heavy duty sideboard right here that's actually going to be where I'm going to put my organizer itself. Then once you've drilled in the pilot holes, you can go ahead and begin putting in your holes themselves. Now I actually put these screws right into a stud. I will say that if you don't have a stud, you probably will need to use some anchors because you want to make sure that this has some stability. But like I said, I have a stud right in the middle right here of my wall, and I'm actually using that as kind of my heavy anchor. As you can see, already putting these studs in here or putting these screws in the studs already makes it strong enough for my drill. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the pilot holes in for the bottom piece as well. I went ahead and placed it on there, put some marks where I needed it to go, and now I'm going to actually place my screws in here as well. So again, the same thing. I actually put my screws right into this stud right here in the middle. So if you don't have a stud, again, what you'll need to do is make sure that you have it screwed into something, whether that be a anchor or just something else. You want to make sure you use that and make sure it lines up just right. You also want to make sure that there's space in between here because you will have some items in here that hang down and different things like that. So you don't want any of these to have problems or any kind of things not fitting. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of space in there, but you do want to have plenty of areas in there that you're going to make sure that everything will fit and it'll be nice and neat. So you don't want anything to be in the way. So it's pretty easy. After you have made sure all the screws go in, then you can begin placing all of your drills and other tools and stuff like that in here, and it works extremely well. As you can see, it's really easy to do. Just works right there. Easy. All you gotta do is just place these items in there, and it's a great place for different stuff. As you can see, I went ahead and just grabbed a few of my tools just to show you guys what this might look like. So as you can see, I set this up. It doesn't take a long time to put this together. And it's a super cool idea, a super cool way to store a lot of your tools. You got a little shelf up here so you can put different things, whether it be smaller drills, also larger pieces of larger tools, bits and stuff like that. You do have holes right there so you can stick different things through there on both sides, which is nice for that. But a nice heavy duty shelf. I do have mine in a stud, you can see right there. So I do recommend putting it in a stud. If you don't have a stud, it does come with some anchors, so you can use anchors to make sure this has a little bit more stability and rigidity right there. But it's really cool. You can store a lot of items right here. And then right here, you can store multiple different drills. You can even put other stuff. You want to hook things on here. You could hook, if you want to hook some cords or kind of stuff up here, or whatever you want to hang. You could even hang some pliers and different things like that. But I think this is a great place for my drills. I got some drills over there and also have some right here. This is nice because now I also know where they are. They're not just kind of sitting on my workbench or work table over here. They're actually over here up and in the air elevated. I also know where they are. And then another thing, you can always hit the battery, see where they're at, alive. And then this one, oh, both of them are powered up, so it's nice. So you can always grab these, plug them up, have them set up here. Really cool design. I think this is great. Again, you can set up another one right here. More stuff on the shelf. Pretty heavy duty shelf and also heavy duty right there. So it's gonna not gonna fall. That's pretty heavy because it's hanging up all of these items. So I think it's a really cool design, really easy to set up and put up. All it is just a couple of those screws you guys saw me put up. Has anchors if you need them, or put them in studs. I recommend studs if you can. But overall, this is great. Looks good. I like the storage. I like the holes where you can put stuff in there. And then I also like where you can, set your drills and set everything up in here as well. So really cool design, a really cool option for that. So overall, I think it's a great setup, especially if you need some space, need to get a little bit of space off of like the ground and everything. This is a great one for that. And it's going to do a good job. Heavy duty. It's going to last you a while. So I really like it. Overall, I think this is great. Highly recommend. Check it out.